In the reverse world of the three little pigs, the young blues went to the home of the wolves. They huffed, they puffed, and they blew them away for six. Welcome to Top of the Bridge podcast. This is the podcast that celebrates Wolves 2, Chelsea 6. Let's go. Good
Whoop,
evening,
whoop.
guys. Tonight I'm here with Q and Dr. D. How are you guys doing?
Is that a question?
It is.
What you think, man? Take a wild guess. What you think?
We still buzzing. We still buzzing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's
I
up, man.
haven't had an entertaining win like this in a while. So,
Yeah.
And that is very true. First half entertaining. Second half breathtaking. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Overall performance, Dr. D, what you think?
Man, it was beautiful. I mean, I can't find the words to fit them in, but it was awesome. It was amazing. I mean, the bounce in the game, like I just felt so good, man. Haven't felt that good in so long watching the game. The game flow, the zeal. You could tell like the I almost said the kids, but the players were so buzzing. Like they were like into it. They wanted it so bad. Coach wanted it. Players wanted it, and we got it. That's the best way I could put it. It was nothing short of amazing.
Wonderful. Nice and sweet. All right, Q, what you got?
I think so far, I think the game kind of like captured how our roster is set up. We got a bolster and attack class midfield, but the defense is like, it kind of reminds me of Liverpool. I forget what year they had a similar setup. Like, they were really good up front. Midfield was solid. You knew what you would get out of them, but the defense was just leaking goals. But overall, I think we definitely showed how young we are with the back and forth. Struggled with calming the game down, but I felt as being positive on it, watching the game. I felt like the Wolves wouldn't be able to keep up with the pace that were playing against us, and that came out true. And yeah, we got a big win.
And if I can add a little bit to it, look,
Sure.
this is how I feel, and y'all know my take on it, and how I feel, how passionate I am with regards to anything Chelsea, how optimistic I am. Now, if I'm to put it in perspective, I'm looking at like you putting up a project, you're putting up a building, and I've always talked about it. It's dirty, it's ugly, it's nasty in the beginning, right? And then at some point it started to take shape, and I feel like we're at that stage. It's taking shape. It's getting ready to take off, and we're getting to that point or that level where I've envisioned the team to be at. Looking at the type of players we're looking at, like it's getting there, and there's hope. The hope is getting like brighter and brighter, and we're looking great, man. I just can't wait to rub it in people's faces, man, including yourself.
Uh,
That's fired. Okay. Hey, I'll take it on the chin. All right. So there is one thing that I did notice though. Did you realize that he won with pretty much the same players that were available last year? Like the starting 11, right?
yeah,
Fofana
Hmm.
aside.
yeah.
And to me, that was the continuity that I was talking about, right? And you could see that the players played as if they knew each other. Now,
Hmm.
individual qualities aside, you could still see that they knew who was where. Like
Right.
my favorite thing was like the Nani and Palmer. Like Palmer just does a back flick, knowing that Nani is going to be there to pick it up.
Hmm.
It's like I watched, I think one of the last game, and Jackson did something similar, and he turns around and the person was like, he was like this, like, yo, where you at? And that was that. This is why I was personally upset that they were making that change, because we needed to continue, because something was building, and you clearly saw that when you put those guys in there. And our weakest spot last year was definitely that left wing. If you think about
Hmm.
the attack, and with somebody that can actually contribute well to the cause, you could see that there was definitely something, brewing on that side too. So I
Mhm.
think that having that same setup, having that team relaxed, knowing each other was a big, big help. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, but I think that was a very big part of this win here and the whole performance.
Right. Right. I mean, I agree with you. But at the same time, like if you look at even Modric, right, when he was on, so you could see sometimes he takes the ball and then kind of like go towards the left wing or the left back, right, going towards him, and then would dump the ball like to someone like Enzo. Enzo knows exactly where to ping the ball to, and then boom, it's gone to the like kind of like middle, inside middle, and then to the outside is what they're looking at, or to the middle. And you saw that like with the Neto's pass that got what's the name, Felix's goal. Like you saw that bum bum bum. It was so beautiful, and I think we even did that for the. I know I go back to this a lot. The Champions League win against Man City. It was a similar play. If you look
Right.
at it, boom, boom, and then boom, out,
It's like
and it
three
was gone.
passes. Yep.
Yep. And I loved it, man. This was beautiful.
Very much so. Okay. So all right. So Q, who impressed you the most? And let's save the who did not impress you for now.
First, I want to call out D. I want to call you out straight from the from the back
All
because
right.
I know where this is going.
because
I
we
was
were
about to
talking
say,
about we were
oh
talking
no.
about positioning. Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead,
We
because
were
I
talking
I
about
think I was
position.
thinking something else.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I might sway off a little bit off topic, but you brought something up that made me remind. We were talking about position and where Enzo is more effective. And that goal, that Felix goal, look at where Enzo was. Right?
Hmm.
Look at where Enzo was. He was deep. So
Hmm.
when we have to understand sometimes, like, yeah, they're professional players, but Charlie, they're humans. You can't just they're not it's not FIFA. You just put them here and then they'll, hopes that be something's gonna
Tomorrow.
happen.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, play the players where they are the best. And I think Enzo Maresca is finding out where and he's accepting where his players fit the best and not trying to like it's my way or the highway type of thing. Like, how we've seen past coaches, not even with Pochettino, we've seen that past coaches. Like, so that's just that. What was your question again? I forgot.
He had to get
Hey,
that off
hey,
off his
I
chest.
just got to get off my chest,
look.
man.
Hold on. Before
Because
before
you,
you do it,
yeah,
can I get a few seconds to
of course,
respond to
All
him?
right. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead,
All right,
man.
look. I don't even need a minute, man. Look, Enzo was where he was because we had the ball. They had us in the back. So we were in the
okay,
back, so everybody had dropped back. Now I'm not saying that's the reason, but the whole game he was deeper, which is
right,
fine. I agree with you on that. But where I counter you with is you can't tell me he cannot play. Like when I hear things like, "Oh, Enzo does not have a place in the team," he does have a freaking
I agree.
spot in the team. So that's my disagreement. Like I'm not saying like I don't care where he plays. He has a place in the team. So when it works, it works. He has a
Yeah,
place.
and
That's all I
yeah,
wanted to say. So
right.
yeah,
And
but
then I'm gonna counter that real quick. It does matter where he plays. That's all.
yeah.
Right.
All right, to the question.
Hey,
Yeah.
and then all I will say is Lavia getting hurt kind of made that choice a little bit easier on
Yeah.
Maresca, right? So
Yeah.
now if he wasn't hurt, that would have been a little bit more interesting. So let's see what happens the next couple of games coming up.
I think he'll have the guts to drop one of them if
Okay.
all fit. Yeah.
All right. So the question to you, Q, was who impressed you most?
Oh, okay. This. I honestly, I'm gonna. I'm someone that if you're doing bad, I'm gonna critique you. If you're doing good, I'm gonna praise you. Nani definitely impressed me the most because he is Aquani that guy too much, but he's been backing it up. He's been backing it up, and I can't hate. I don't have no
Right.
hate in my bone for a club that I love. He's backing it up, and I love it. He impressed me the most. Yeah.
All right, D.
Bruh. Look, sometimes I feel like when we're talking, we be on the same page. So I'm not gonna go opposite because I don't have any other opposite thing to say. But look, Nani, Edwin, I know you may come for me, but you're not gonna come for me because I'm gonna say it. I've been hard on this guy. I've been tough on this guy. Or this kid, I'll call him a kid. This kid, I've been tough on him from preseason. Like I have like I see his arrogance as a problem, right? But this dude, man, he was incredible, magnificent. The confidence was just displayed in the right way, and that has been my issue with him. But this time around, he showed it in the right way, in the way that I've always been looking for. Man, channel it the right way, and he did exactly that. Put the chances away. I mean, the arrogance showed up a bit when he scored the third one and he grabbed the match ball. Like, game is not over. You taking the ball away? I said my Timmy ball. He took that ball, he's gone.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude.
See,
But
yeah.
yeah, so he impressed me, man.
See, and we've talked about this the whole time. I love it. There is nothing wrong with that, right? Because I always
Exactly.
counter you guys with everybody talks about Mudrik does not perform because he's lacking confidence and this and that. However, this is we have somebody who is almost bulletproof. Whether the team is doing good or bad, he still has his swag. But when he backs it up, it's it's just great to see. And I just love that he has been playing well since July.
Yeah,
Like he's been playing well since July. So this guy has been like the MVP for like about a month now. And I'm glad that it showed up on the big stage, right?
yeah,
Like against Servette, hits that ball against Wolves. And even before then, he said that whole thing about Wolves. He comes in there and he blows them away.
boom,
He is the inspiration for the opener. He's the one
boom.
I was like, you know what? He
Exactly.
went to the Wolves place. He talked his game, went there, backed it
And
up,
backed it
blew them
up.
away. And the
Man,
crazy part about this is like those were all very routine shots. It's just that they did not expect them, right? Because most times if the player is like right footed, I feel like you may guess that. But those were very routine shots, right?
And he's been practicing that shot for like over a year now. Because I know not this season, not this preseason or this summer, the previous
Last
summer,
one.
there was videos of him practicing that shot.
Yeah.
So
but see, football, as we've come to love, comes with a lot of luck as well. I mean, you put in the work. You can put in all the work that you want. Because sometimes I see people score certain goals and then they're like ranking high, and then we're missing, or people are missing all kinds of chances. And you like, I mean, what if that ball went in as well? Like that first
Right.
goal. I mean, it could have literally gone somewhere else, right? It went in. So sometimes it's luck. But man, I'm talking about arrogance served on the right platter, served right, eaten well, hot, beautiful, man. He did his job. He did his work. Noni, wherever you at, if you watching us, look, I apologize for being hard on you.
We accept
But
it.
man,
no, I mean sometimes you gotta look back and
yeah,
because before last season, bro, he was playing like his IQ was a 2. You know,
yeah, it's like he was
but
playing selfish. It's like I'm
he's a
here
new
alone.
yeah.
I wanna do this alone. It's either my way or the highway. Take the PK situations and all that stuff. Like, man, man showed up, man finished. Guess what? He he literally picked his spot for the next game.
Yeah.
Now, as to whether it's on Thursday or on over the weekend, he is picking his spot himself based on performance. When you show up,
Correct.
you deliver with good.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, it's fantastic. And if you guys are big into XGs, right? His shots did not really have that high of XGs because the whole team XG was like a little bit over two points. So scoring six from around two ish expected goals. This is the kind of stuff that like true talents when they show up when they realize that it's
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
I think our
Yeah,
game exploited the whole XG format or calculation because I think I read someone saying that they don't do a good job with transition goals, like capturing transition goals for some reason. I don't know how it works, but I think we did have a lot of transition goals. Like it was quick. It doesn't
yeah,
like,
and
do a good job with that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if you once again here, if you look at
No, go
Palmer's
ahead.
goal, right, the the chances of that going in, those ones are very low. So that is like a very low XG. You look
Hmm.
at Jackson's goal, that is a very high XG because it's like in the box, almost nobody around him. Now
Hmm.
Nani's based on the angle and the amount of defenders in front of him, the XG for that will be a little bit less because it's not direct at goal, it's not one on one. So
Yeah,
that would be less. And then
Felix.
I believe who else? So Nani had three. The one
Felix
for
goal was
Felix
yeah, that one was
would be
that was hard. I don't
that
see
was that was
anyone
a
else
hard
on
one,
that team scoring that goal.
right? That was a hard one
Nobody,
too. So we
nobody.
didn't like. So it's like I think what D was saying. Normally these things go over the post, but then today they were just going in.
Yep.
Like
It
Nani's
was
first one was
entering,
like
bro.
deflection, right? So that's like almost like 0 point something for XG because he
Yeah.
had to hit somebody first. If not, the original shot may have not even gone in. But hey, we're happy about it, right?
Hey,
I'm
hey,
celebrating it.
Felix. Hey, Felix go, right? Was it last year or 2 years ago or whatever when he was with us?
2 years
Mhm.
He
ago.
would have missed that ball from
Mm.
out of nowhere. He would have missed.
He would
So
have passed it
like
to the goalie.
exactly, he would still finesse it the way he did, but then the ball would have either hit the post, the
Yeah.
bar, or just gone over. And for some reason, man, that touch, it was beautiful. And for me, this is how a player begins the season with a new team, right? The confidence is straight up there. I'm expecting them to come out again. Now they're gonna be at home. Bring it on again. Let's do it.
And now teams don't get as confident when they come and play you. They're like, oh, you know, they don't know what to do and stuff like that. That brings me like in the second half, like I was like, man, I was just thinking like, how are we gonna change this game? Because this is moving too fast. Like we just have to take fouls. Like we just have to. And then it started happening. We started taking fouls. Wolves were back up because I think the whole midfield had yellow cards.
Mhm.
So
Right.
sometimes I remember like the time when Hazard, like there was games like that, he would just take fouls for the team. That slows the game down. Sometimes you just have to, take one for the team and get those kicks in your life
For
to
sure.
slow
All
down.
right. So let's do a quick minute on who did not impress.
That's
I'll start with you, D.
Man,
Two
that's easy.
seconds.
why are you asking questions you should not ask this question. We all know who did not impress. We all know who didn't. That was Modric. I
As
mean,
always. Oh
straight
man.
up. Actually, you know what? Okay, let me be slightly positive. So when the game started, right, I'm like, dang, it looked like he's about to have a good game. He
Hmm.
had a nice run. He dribble, went and cut inside, and then laid the ball off beautifully. He did a great job.
Right.
And then I think after that, he was kind of like getting out of the control. Like literally, he was an odd one out of the whole play. Now, are we going to talk about Mariska in this series?
Yeah, we are.
All
That's
right,
next.
I'm gonna leave it there. So he was the one that really
Okay. All
didn't
right.
do it.
Q, who you got?
Yeah, gotta go with Modric, man. Um,
Okay. All right.
And
Well,
pick someone else.
okay. And
someone
then
else.
this one right here. You get 3 words for this. Who was your man of the match?
Oh,
Oh, Noni for sure.
Okay. All right then.
Just
Okay.
because of the story building up to the game,
Right.
everything. Yeah.
Right.
If that wasn't the case, I would say Palmer, maybe.
I think Enzo still. I mean, sorry, Nani still gets that.
Well, he like I'm saying just with everything building up, he definitely you
Yeah,
don't even think about Palmer, right?
for sure. For
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, for sure.
he
All
still
right. So now let's move on to Enzo Maresca. How did you guys rate him?
he's here to stay. Yeah, man is here to stay, man. I
The
love
flu.
it. I mean, what he was doing. Remember when I was talking about Potts, like he be sitting down. The team needs you to be up. I'm not saying go play. You can't play. Do something. Let the kids or let the boys know that you're there with them, right? If it ain't working, change it. He be sitting like that with the legs crossed, bruh. Masafaja, put on the jacket if you're cold. Put on the jacket. If you're cold, put on the jacket. We're not playing that stuff. You can't sit there. That's laziness. Get up. Now, Maresca is doing something different. Modric wasn't performing. What did he do? He put him, took him
Yeah.
out.
Hmm.
that early. You see what I'm saying? A lot of coaches will say, "Oh, let me give him 10 more minutes. Let me give him 15 more minutes to show something in the second half. And if it don't work right, I take him out." No, he did not do that. He did not waste time. He put him quickly. Look, you did a little bit. You played hard. You tracked back. You played defense. Your movement off the ball was great, but when you had the ball, you were confused. Boom,
Right, right, right.
took him out, replaced him, and then we kept moving. So for me, his changes and adjustments and motivation on the touchline. You can tell he's screaming out different things to them, and they are working based off of what his energy that he's bringing to them. And for me, I love that. And he's here to stay. You can tell he's teaching these kids. He's teaching them a lot, and they love it. And they speak highly of him.
All right, Q.
Yeah, I mean, I I agree. I think he shows that he's a student of the game.
Right.
He appreciates every little detail of the game. And he's showing it well from the from the touchline. Him from the touchline, we watching from the TV. I think he sees everything. Like I haven't been too upset or
Mhm.
judgmental as far as like his tactics or substitutions from the Man City game to this game. I think he's just going to keep learning, and he's smart. I think he's just going to keep building on the experience, win, lose or draw. He's going to keep building on it, and we're going to be a scary team, man.
All right. So
Yeah.
if you were to give him a grade, what you gonna go with, Q?
I'll give him 8 out of 10
8 out of
for the
10.
game. Yeah.
All right. And D,
I give him 9. I'm gonna be
9 out of 10.
gracious. Yeah.
Solid. Would you how do you feel about him starting the game with Mudrik?
It was fine with me. The reason why it was fine with me is because, uh, I mean, I want to say it was strategy without him talking about it, because you don't want to, you want to still give Modric the confidence to keep developing, right? His game, keep giving him the chance. And the only best way to do it is bring him, let him start. Some game he's not going to start. Some game he's going to come off, and those type of things. And I think he's going to get there. I love the way he did it. Brought, Neto, as we love or want to see on that side. He's not. He's injury prone. So a player like that coming in to kill off the game, I mean, there's no other way to look at it, and I love the way he managed them on that.
All right. Solid. Solid. All right. Yeah, I think you guys have said all of that. He definitely had a good game there. Making that change was very good. To some, anyways, it appears like it was a wasted sub. But the good thing was, we didn't have any injuries because, based on what we saw Thursday, I was very surprised to see Mudrik starting. But a little bit of me was like, okay, you know what, this is fine because this is the guys from last year, and they know each other a little bit more, and I think there will be a little bit more chemistry. So, I'm glad that at the end of the day it worked out for us excitedly. So that's great. All right, so we're going to move on to the match that we have coming up. We're not going to talk. Actually, before we get to that, does anybody have any hot takes from the game? I have a segment here for hot takes. Anybody have a hot take?
You can go first.
Q, do you have a hot take?
Um, I think the only thing that really stands out is the defense. The defense is still very iffy, even from the first goal, right? Yeah, Enzo got beat, but you as Gusto, you get called ball watching. Fofana got called ball watching, and it's a Gusto, and then you have the player just getting a free shot on goal. So it's just like, okay, I guess the hot take would be do we go for a center back by Friday?
Mm.
Because I hear the Forest center back, that's who we are looking at, or that's the buzz right now.
Murillo?
Say that again.
Is it Murillo or Danilo? What is his
Yes,
name?
I
Murillo.
don't know
Murillo.
his name. He's really like
Man, he
buff.
joined another team though. Didn't he?
No, he's on Forest.
No,
Okay,
no. It looked like he went to a new team. Didn't he?
really?
No, I think you're talking about the Villa player. They kind of look alike.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a Villa center back that looks like him.
yeah. We,
That
we
might
don't
be.
need any other center
But
backs.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
that's if we get Chalobah out, the Sassy is still, you know, probably possible that he can go. Do we get another center back or are we good? So
mm.
Okay. So then, D, for you, how do you feel about the midfield?
So it's very confusing to me in different ways. It's like I'm thinking if I'm a coach, what am I playing? I know I know they always set up based on the team and all that, but now you got these guys that are kind of like all hitting great form. Who do you bench? Who do you start? And I think eventually it's going to be kind of like how City be rotating the players. It looks like that's what's going to be happening a lot with them. Because I was even thinking, I know you're asking midfield, but I'm also thinking Nkunku, right? When he's back, well, when he brings him back on, is he bringing him to take out Jackson? To so he starts
Right.
over Jackson. Like what's going to happen with that? I know with the injuries and all that, there's going to be a lot of rotation, but I like the way they are moving in the middle. Obviously, we still need somebody who with a lot of grit to handle the middle, like to fight in there, to bring some some toughness in there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So on the first goal, and I think the second goal was the single, set piece. What are you going to do about it? You can defend it or you really can't. And I think that's one thing that is very weak on our team. But hopefully, anyways, we just keep winning 6-2, and then it doesn't matter. But on the midfield side, Q, for you, how do you feel about how we're easily beat? Like it just seems like if somebody decides to run through them, they almost always get their way.
uh, yeah, I think you know with I expect Enzo getting beat, but Caicedo, I don't expect him to get beat. I feel this. I've noticed this about Caicedo since last year. He's a slow starter.
Okay.
Like that's just how I see it. Like he's not gonna pick up until like 10 games into the season, or like maybe 8 games under his belt. Then that's when we'll probably see this real Caicedo. Unfortunately, I think that's just how you know he is. Yeah, we have to do a better job of communication. Getting beat is all about communication and
Right.
trusting the players behind you, because you can be going in and then not. If you miss the ball, don't miss the player. Simple. Because Enzo could have taken that yellow card from that first goal. No,
Very
right?
sure. Yeah. Easily. Yeah. And
Yeah.
go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I got one a couple things to say with so the game. I know the game's attention kind of like switched to certain players, right? And then some got forgotten about the enjoyment or the excitement. And I feel like a player who actually got kind of like not really mentioned as much was Colwell and Enzo. Their contributions look like Noni took the shine, Neto took the shine, Felix took the shine, and then we had obviously Palmer took the shine. So it's like, where was he? No, he was in there making like the right passes. And Cole, oh my gosh, the long passes he was spraying across all along the whole game, man. I think they were very vital because those were the ones that opened rules up. Because when you win in the back or playing from the back, how we move the ball determines what happens, and all the right things were being done in the game, and it was amazing. The second one, I'll save it for later, and that goes back to Maresca.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think the reason why you probably you don't hear a whole lot about those people because the first half it was just chaotic. It was
Hmm.
chaotic. that first half, the coach honestly could have pulled any one of Enzo, Caicedo, Mudryk. He could have pulled them if he had options. It was just chaotic. You know what I mean? So the second half they turned it around and they played a very good game. And I think when the attack got stronger, Wolves got a little bit more scared. That's how it felt like. And then they were not coming at us as much because whenever they come to us, they're almost like losing the ball. And then we're just straightforward. So I think, at some point, Enzo Maresca may have to work with the midfield on how to, one, take a foul, and two, not just allow somebody to just kind of like wiggle through you. And because I saw one person, I forgot who it was. Like there was like one player that, like I think he dribbled Jackson, went to Caicedo, Enzo, and I'm like, dang, can somebody just take him down? It's a yellow card. Just take it.
Go do it.
You what?
Go do it.
I would. Totally would. I was a fouler when I played. I was terrible, so I was fouled.
Hey, Palmer actually took a yellow to save somebody else, though. He
did. I saw that. Yeah, because Gusto was going to get it right, but then Palmer was like, all right, let me just take one for the team.
Yeah, sometimes
forgot about him. For sure.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead to our preview of the Servette game. I know that for me, anyways, I feel like it's a long gone conclusion that we're definitely going to win, but it's worth. I think our setup is like the most interesting part about the team right now because for the front four or three, the options are just immense right now. So it's like, how do you shuffle them in? And I think that's probably what's going to be the most exciting about our prediction and our preview pod is going to be the most exciting part. Like who's playing, who's on the bench, who's coming in, who's not making the bench. It's just exciting stuff. So let's start with you, D. How do you feel about this game coming up?
I mean, I feel good about it. I mean, it's tricky because they came to our home and the game was a bit tight, boring and tight. And yes, we took the 2-0, but anything can happen over there. What I feel is going to happen is I think Champo might play if he's still there. He might play because he got to rest Gusto. So he might play him. Disasi, I'm sure, will start. I'm pretty sure Felix will start as well. Modric will start again. I mean, he has no choice. He's going to have to start, play some. Viega might play as well, or start. Yeah, those are the key folks I think will start. Nkunku might start as well and then come out at some point. Just to give him some time on the ball, or maybe Jackson might also play and just keep his spread up type of thing. So those are the key things I can think of. Okay. We might have a surprise. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I wouldn't even say surprise because he's not on the team, right? Chilwell.
No.
He's not on the team
I don't think he got registered, right?
No,
because he's a team player, so he needs to be registered. Yeah, okay.
Actually, Colwell is actually not registered either.
He's a young one, so I think there's like an A list and then a B list, and okay. I think academy or homegrown. There's like some kind of exception. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like
he'll be on the list. I think they're just gonna rest him.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he is. They have some kind of special rule for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Q. How you feeling?
So are we just going through every position or just
whatever you want? It's your time.
I think I agree with all the players that that D said. I don't think Modric starts though. I think Neto starts over him. I think who was I going to say? I don't know about the youth players. I'm not gonna bank on those two young boys to play.
George?
Yeah.
Tyrick and
Josh. Yeah, I'm not banking on them. They might be on the bench, but I don't know. They'll probably come on later on. He's probably most likely going to play Drewsbury Hall.
Oh yeah.
Probably him and Enzo. I think he'll rest. I don't know, because we're kind of thin. Low key, we're thin in the midfield.
We are.
Right.
We are.
Especially Once
He only
one
got
person gets hurt,
23.
we're 10. Huh?
I
We
think
are
he
very
only got
thin.
23.
Say that again.
I think he only got 23 or 25 in like first team.
Yeah, I'm talking about just the midfield, like
Midfield.
kind of thin,
Hmm.
right? Because we
Yeah, we
got
are.
Dewsbury Hall, Enzo, and Caicedo. That's it. Unless he plays Vega again in the midfield, like had him coming in every single possession, like he did last time with the back three. But yeah, Disasi is definitely gonna play. Yo, is it me or Disasi got slimmer?
Have not paid attention.
He looks fitter though. He looks fitter.
He
Like
does.
he toned down.
He's
He
still
toned
big,
down.
man. He's still
He's
big.
not
I
as
like him though. I like him. He's
yeah.
cool.
I know there's the buzz like him probably leaving, but I don't think he's gonna leave. He's probably gonna stay. So
If Trevor leaves, I don't think
yeah.
any of the others
Plus,
leave.
you guys got to remember, we got another center back coming in January.
Yeah, but he's not. He's like what 19.
Yeah,
The guy from Boca, right?
Booker Jr. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's gonna be playing right away. So
but he's
who
coming straight
knows?
to the first team because they
Oh,
signed him.
really?
They signed him for January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, I
maybe
think
they were gonna bring him in and then just learn a little bit and then ship him off for some experience.
We'll see, but
yeah,
I don't
I
know
think
because those
Argentina is
January
giving him a
transfer
call.
window. What happened?
I think Argentina's. I don't know whether they called him, but I think he's getting a call.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's
So
nice.
we'll see. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's it.
yeah. To touch on the midfield case, yeah, we are very very thin. Especially like on the defensive midfielder side. Um, right now, I'm a little bit worried. Like it's been only 2 games. Lavia is already. He said it was nothing serious, which so I'm
He,
going to believe that. But if he is not available, then the next option is Vega, and I kind of like the look of that player. He looks like he'll be a solid guy. Like one of those that you do not know much about them, but then they just become very solid and they're reliable, always available kind of guys. He just gives off that vibe. So I'm hoping that he's gonna be good on the DM side. All right. So
Yeah.
Q. Oh, go ahead, Q.
Oh no, I was gonna say with Vega, like I mean, from what I've seen, he's kind of like a one-touch player. Like he releases it really quick. I mean, I guess that's what you want from a DM, but I think he's better in the back than he
Like the
would
left
be.
back.
Yeah, left back or even center back.
Okay.
As opposed to like playing DM the entire game. But we'll see. But he's been
All
looking
right.
good.
So D, I think you had something you wanted to add on to Maresca take. Go ahead.
yeah, man, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Man,
Bruh.
he's in love.
No, because see, we say a lot of things about, oh, that's a young coach. He doesn't have any experience. Not even a young coach. He doesn't have any experience. Oh, Chelsea signed a championship coach. Bro, he coached Leicester. Leicester's not really a championship team. They just won a league recently. But anyway, championship and blah blah blah, all that stuff. Look at what he did. I don't know if y'all watched the full highlights after the game. He went over to Enzo, told him to put it on his band, and then go with the players to cheer for the fans that came to watch him. And you could see him urging him and pushing him to lead his squad out there to go do that. That right there, that's a tough moment, for any coach to do. Like normally they don't care. They just, oh, okay, well, clap, clap, clap. He's urging him. He's teaching him and doing the job, like complete job. For me, it's what I see, and I see a great future for Chelsea. Yes, I'm excited. Somebody will say, well, we need about three of such type performance in order to, drool all over the place. No, I'm not waiting to drool. I'm gonna drool now. I drew when we signed him. I'm gonna keep drooling because I love him. He's going to do a great job, and that's all I see. Chelsea's back. We back again. We're going to do this again and again and again, even better than what we saw. So all the haters out there, Mandingo, look, I'm talking to you, Darren. Look at my face. I'm talking to you. You can carry that message to anybody that you want. You can call Todd any name that you want. But bro, we out here, man. They're making the right calls. They're making the right moves, and we, the board members, we say what? We winning. We bringing it home. Chelsea Blues, we never left, man. We here. Take it to the bank, bro.
All right, Q. Last take.
I don't know how I can beat that. Yeah, we just got to build on this. I don't know how far we got to travel for that game. Um, Honestly, I haven't looked at none of these conference league teams, and when I see their names, it gives me like headache.
Because you don't care.
It looks like Wi-Fi passwords, but
Because you know your level, man. You know your level.
yeah. So we just gotta build off of that momentum, and yeah, we need more goals. It can't be like a sloppy, 1-0, 2-0. It got to be convincing. Like, I think that's how we're. I'm not saying that like we got to score 6 goals every game, but it has to look good. We have to dominate like we did in the second half last game. Yeah.
All right. The optimism is admirable. I am cautiously optimistic and excited, but I'm not like over the top like that. I have seen this movie before, and I just want to make sure that there's a good part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 before I'm like, all right, okay, we're here now. I think there's something going on. I see the patterns of play, and that's all I look forward to. And I think it's looking good. Like that Felix goal, I could see what the guy is looking for. I can see that the individuals we have are stepping up a level. So I am again excited, but not to like, we out here level. So I'm gonna just temper my excitement for now.
Hey, look, save this video.
I will.
Save this video. Play me
I'll
back.
make it short for you.
Yeah, make it short. Play me. All right, show me talking about this like in full confidence, man. You can come back and troll me all you want, but I'm talking to all the fans out there, all the Man U fans out there, all of like all the haters. If you hate us, you can hate all you want. We're gonna keep winning, and we're changing things right now. So you can take it all you want. I said it. Next week, y'all can come for my throat if you want, but Chelsea is back again. We're gonna do it again. The movie you said you seen before, was it a Chinese movie or an Indian movie?
No, it was Chewa, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
That's the problem. Hey, how did it end? There was a witch. There was a witch. There was a witch, and there was a convoy in the movie.
Yo, all right. Reel it in. Okay. Let's go ahead and give our predictions and call it the night. D, what's your prediction for Thursday?
Man, 4-0, man.
4-0. Beautiful. Mr. Q, what you got for Thursday?
3-0.
Fantastic. And as always, I believe that we'll score at least 3 goals. So I'm going to go with my favorite scoreline, 3-1.
Man, you just a hater.
How am I a hater? I was the only person that said score goals last game.
You always got to find a way to drop a goal, like, because the defense is so terrible, man.
The defense is not so terrible, but we just give chances, bro. We give them so many chances last game. If you watch that game again, you watched that Q, right? Didn't you?
Anyway,
did you see how many chances those boys got?
Anyway,
it was too many.
Check me out on fantasy, all right? I'm leading my team. I'm leading my league, all right? Because I'm doing something right for the first time in my life. Yeah.
All right, you guys again for listening to the Top of the Bridge podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, everything. Wake up to the morning to this podcast right here. It's the best thing you would ever hear. All right, Top of the Bridge. We out.